This is part 2 of a bad cops being bad cops, and it's telling the Saskatoon sergeant to drop dead, and I hope what happens to him, he gets a virus and sticks a needle in his kids, because he wouldn't pick up the needle that was on the sidewalk after I was hit by a car in my electric disabled scooter. So we're going to start the video now.
Hi, this is Staff Sergeant Laverty calling you from Professional Standards here in Saskatoon, please. Yes. I understand you just spoke with one of my officers in our unit. Yeah. And we're unhappy with the resolution. Absolutely. Could you explain to me some of your concerns? Well, she got a ticket for failure to yield to a pedestrian. She could have got a ticket for failing to stop at a stop sign. She could have got a ticket for driving without due care and attention. Yes, that's right. She could have got a ticket for any of those. Yeah. What's your point? Well, the point is that when I was previously talking to that officer, he suggested would it make me happy if she was turned into SGI medical division, and I said absolutely. That would. Which officer told you that? The one that just told you to phone me. Well, here's the thing with turning somebody into the medical. I'm not at liberty to discuss this person's driver's abstract with SGI, but it's my understanding that based on one incident is not sufficient grounds to write a letter to SGI requesting a review of their license. Are you suggesting because they're maybe a little older than you or I that we should be throwing some prejudice there because of their age, or what are you suggesting? Well, I'm suggesting that number one, she told me, in fact, she asked me, I didn't even see you. Where did you come from? Right, that happens all the time, and it's got nothing to do with anybody's age. I've heard that many times in the hundreds of accidents that I've attended. Yeah. So, but that doesn't give us grounds to write a letter. She didn't even have don't need grounds to turn her in. It's a suggestion. It's up to them of whether they want to do it. But beside the point. Right. Beside the point. I know you made the point, ma'am. I mean, I'm not going to order an officer to write a letter to SGI based on one accident. And nor is his traffic supervisor. I think that's very unrealistic and unreasonable to expect. That officer refused to pick up an intact intravenous needle, with the needle intact, laying in the expansion joint of the sidewalk. Right. That's against your protocol. The ambulance drivers, they refused to pick it up. Complaining against the ambulance driver as well? Have you made contact with the ambulance driver to complain with the ambulance service? What I do with the ambulance service is my business. I'm talking police. I mean, if you've got an equal complaint against somebody not picking up part of their responsibility, picking up a needle, you should be complaining against the ambulance person as well, wouldn't you? Otherwise, I feel like you're just actually complaining. I did all your intents and purposes with SGI and your complaint that you have with SGI. I didn't say that I did, and I didn't say that I didn't. I said that's my business. Right. And that's something that you would never find out. Right. Whether I did it or I didn't do it. And neither of us will ever find out if this other driver is going to be reviewed, because I am certainly not going to order a review on their license, and I know the traffic supervisor is not going to order a review on her license. Based on one single incident, ma'am. The one single section that they was written under. And I'm sorry, but that is highly, it's not your responsibility to know your interpretation of what's going to be written.
She could have got a ticket for failing to stop at a stop sign. She could have got a ticket for driving without attention.
We're not going to write 3 different tickets on her all at once, ma'am, for the one incident. That would be unreasonable, and the courts would see that, and they would throw all of them out.
Well, then have the court
Now you're telling us how to do police work, and how to appropriately apply the law.
I'm telling
I don't think you're in a position to do that.
I'm telling my public servant who works for me. I don't work for you. You work for me, mister. And don't forget it.
Yeah, now, we wrote the ticket, and you're not going to tell us exactly what ticket to write.
No, because, first of all, she wasn't even going to get a ticket if it wouldn't have been me complaining.
Yep.
Well, what's this ticket booked for?
And if you want the officer coached on the fact that he didn't pick up a needle, because the needle is now obviously gone,
He saw it.
and there's nothing you picked up on it. Yep, and if you want that officer coached on it, I will have that duly noted on the file. As far as I'm concerned, yep, as far as I'm concerned,
He has no respect for other people. He has respect for other fellow citizens. He would have picked up that dirty hypodermic needle with the needle intact and said, thank you for pointing that out to me.
right. And I think you're jumping to conclusions in the fact that you're suggesting he's not showing any respect for the community.
That's right. He isn't.
That's your perception.
Well, hey, somebody could step on that needle
Right.
and stab themselves with it.
Right.
But nobody cares about anybody else, apparently.
Well, I guess, did you pick it up?
I had no place to put it. What was I supposed to
Perhaps the
do?
officer didn't have a place to put it at this point.
I was
You said I can have the officer coached on failure to pick up a needle.
Yeah, I was told
He's
that was
written
my
the ticket that you wanted written.
I wanted all of them written.
Well, you're not going to get them all written, I'm sorry, but that's not the way we do business.
No, because you don't care.
Because I wouldn't write you 4 tickets for one incident either, ma'am.
Lots of people get speeding tickets. Lots of people get
Yep, that's what different infractions. This was one infraction. This is one infraction, ma'am. I'm not writing, I wouldn't ask anybody to write. Nor would I direct an officer to
You
write.
look at her driver's record, how many accidents she's been in.
And I'm not going to disclose to you what her driver's record it says.
So you're telling me you personally looked into her driver's record, and this is the first accident she's ever been in?
I'm not going to disclose personal information to you. Yes, you are. No, you actually are.
Well, I'm so sad to that courtesy of her, she gave me another brain injury. So I thank you very kindly. She re-damaged L1, L2, L3, L4, L5 in my back. She re-damaged C6, C7, C7 in my neck. She ended up tearing worse. A rollator custer. And she gets a pat on the back and told to go on her merry way.
Well, I'm sorry that you went through that process and that
It
experience.
happened in the first place, and it's going to happen again.
That's why they call them accidents, ma'am.
Yeah, and it's also what's called undue care and attention.
Right. Well, I see by the conversation that nothing that we are going to do is going to ease your concern.
Medical.
I'm not going to do
I'm very
that.
happy.
No, I'm not going to do that. And I'm going to note your file is concluded. I'm going to indicate that the officer is going to be coached on failure to pick up the needle, and we're going to conclude this matter.
Yeah, that's your policy. He was supposed to do it. He violated your own policy. I think
And
it's
he's going to be coached, and he's going to be coached on that.
At the age that he's been and in the service as long as he's been in, he should have known that. There is no excuse for him not to have done it. Except one thing. Better let the
That's all we're going to do with this file, and I'm going to conclude it after this point, okay?
Does she have a court date? I'd like to attend.
That's up for you to find out. I'm not going to provide you any personal information on anybody, ma'am. Okay?
Now, the name of the driver that again hit me in a legally marked crosswalk, ran a stop sign, attempted to flee the scene of an accident, and should also have been charged with driving with undue care and attention. Well, it's public knowledge. Phyllis, Phyllis, Barassa, Bourassa. Her court date is March 27th, 2021 at the Saskatoon courthouse. Her license plate number is 587EXX, and she drives a Kia. Be careful of this woman, because she'll run anybody over, because she doesn't care. She shouldn't be on the road. She should have had the medical evaluation by SGI, which is done with medical doctors to see if they have the eyesight, the cognitive testing to see if their brains are working properly, and possibly another road test. But she hit me dead center of her car, and on my electric scooter there is a lever that tilts the handlebars up and down, and her car was so far inside my scooter that her car broke off the lever that is in the center on my steering column to tilt the steering wheel up and down. On my left armrest is supposed to curve down to the ground. My ribs bent it up to about a 30-degree angle, and Phyllis hit me so hard that she actually tipped over my scooter. But unfortunately, your reflexes are your reflexes, and I stuck out my leg, my left leg, and pushed myself back up and re-uprighted myself. But Phyllis Barassa, court date March 27th at the Saskatoon courthouse. Totaled off my $5,000 electric scooter, which I was paid out for. The cell phone that I'm recording on right now has a front plate and a rear plate. She actually broke the rear plate of the cell phone. The other cell phone was the one that I was using for recording all of my phone calls, coming in and coming out. All my calls are recorded. I'm an advocate. I've been a successful advocate for advocating for people against the federal, provincial, or the rentalsman, but I will advocate on behalf of a good landlord that ran into a bad tenant, and I will also advocate for a tenant that has a landlord from hell expression. But again, in 22 years, I've never lost a case. I just won a case a couple months ago against the Ministry of Saskatchewan. My client is blind and has a 7-year-old daughter, and he was asking for the ministry to provide home care support since he's blind, and how can a blind person take care of all the needs of a 7-year-old daughter. The example, washing clothes, folding them, cleaning the house, cooking food, cleaning the bathroom. Well, anyways, I accused the ministry of partaking in child abuse, and that it wasn't my client's fault that he can't see, but it is the ministry's fault for abusing his daughter by not having somebody help Bernie in the management of his daughter. Anyways, won that case, and the ministry was so nice that they provided 1 hour a week for somebody to come into Bernie's house. We appealed that decision, and Bernie is now getting, I believe, 10 hours a week for someone to come into his house and maintain his house for cooking and cleaning and whatever needs to be done. But I'm sure the ministry would, which would much rather take his daughter from him, put her in a foster home, and forcing my client to live in a group home. Because unfortunately, they try to do those kind of things to people. They're not our friends. And as you can tell, that the Saskatoon police have no interest in protecting us, we the people, that pay their salary. And they work for us. We do not work for them. And as you can tell, it took me 90 days to be able to get one charge laid against Phyllis Barassa, whose court case, she has to appear in front of a judge, is March the 27th. I'll give an update to the time, or if the date changes because of the illness that we have going around. And again, Phyllis's license plate is 587EXX, and it's a black Kia. Watch out for that car. Officer 887, he doesn't deserve to wear the people's badge, and he's a liar. So if you run into that officer, take out your cell phone, because he is known to be a liar, and most likely, if he would do the same thing to you, and maybe worse, and plant drugs on you, make up false charges. So anyways, I thank you for watching my videos. Heidi Ho, Canadian freedom fighter, signing out. And remember to hit like, subscribe is always free, and leave me a comment. And I noticed that I uploaded the first video twice. Well, within 1 hour, I had 12 views. So, and it's like 4:40 in the morning. And today, which was yesterday, December 30th, was my birthday. I turned 67. And Phyllis Barassa injured me severely by hurting my lower back discs L1, L2, L3, L4, L5. Compressed discs in my neck, C4, C5, C6. tore my rotator cusper in my right shoulder, gave me a brain injury, and as a result of the brain injury, I see double. Thank goodness that it's only sporadic that I see double. I have severe headache that has not gone away, and I was just re-hit again, except this time I was driving my car, and I was rear-ended from behind on December 7th. And the driver of that car, I felt very, very sorry for him, as it was a true accident. And unfortunately, I found out later that he had no insurance. So that doesn't affect me, but I am going to get a hold of him and see if I can be a witness at his hearing of charges, as I am also the victim, and I'd get to do a victim impact statement if but I'm not sure. But on Phyllis Barassa, I do get to do a victim impact statement, of which I will be telling the judge about everything of the lies of our Saskatoon City Police, protecting Phyllis. It makes me wonder if Officer 887 was he paying Phyllis for sexual favors? Was she an in-law? An outlaw? A neighbor down the street? An extended family member? But when you hit people in a crosswalk and run a stop sign and then attempt to flee the scene of the crime, why on earth are they so interested in protecting her? The only thing I can think of, he's paying Phyllis for sexual favors. But I don't know. But it's the only thing that makes sense to me. And in my opinion, that's what I believe. It's that he's either cheating with her on his spouse. Of course, he could be gay. He could be straight. We don't know. But I find it very hard to believe what on earth are our police officers doing. They get given a ticket book to write tickets. Well, I'm against giving people tickets for when there is no victim. It's a victimless crime. That's why they have the authority to give a warning ticket. But when you have a victim, then if the book gets thrown at you, isn't that what the expression was? Yeah, the police threw the book at me. Well, come on, Saskatoon. Our police officers are better than this. But it appears as if they're not. It appears as if the only reason that they're wearing blue is because they get good pay, a good pension, and they get to intimidate and bully people and force their will upon them, when the person can be a strictly 100% law-abiding citizen, but this cop decides that he's going to be a jerk. Well, that's happened to me on another video. I believe the date is back in December of 2019, and I'm videotaping the Brinks main vault on a public sidewalk. And our Canadian Charter of Rights and Fundamental Freedoms give us the right to public photography. We can even go to any government institution and videotape whatever our eyes can see, our camera can record. You can't trespass your eyes. But you can't enter areas that are marked no trespassing. You can't enter areas that say restricted access. And bad things will happen. But under public photography, it's 100% legal to videotape on public property. There's no expectation to privacy in public. And Phyllis Barassa, it is common knowledge that you are to be in court March 27th, 2021. So there is no privacy issues broken here because you're open to the public now since you've been charged and you have to appear in front of a judge. I wish I could record my presentation of my witness impact statement. However, I will read that and upload it to my YouTube channel because that'll be the conclusion of this episode. And Merry Christmas. Happy New Year to everybody. I wish all of my viewers, family, friends, extended family, extended friends, I wish you all 1 billion years of happiness. And may you never get that illness that is going around. And stay safe. I love my viewers. I appreciate you watching my videos. And I'm just about at 9,000 people have watched my videos, and I'm really, really proud of that. And I have 201 subscribers. So remember to hit like. That's the algorithm for YouTube. The more likes you have, the more chances your videos will be seen randomly on YouTube. Subscribe. After I get 1,000 subscribers, I can videotape live. So my backup camera is Facebook, where I'm recording live, so that what happened to me in Abbotsford when I was videotaping the federal penitentiary, the cops illegally seized my equipment, deleted my videos, and on that videos, on the cameras, captured a criminal code violation that they deliberately deleted. So remember, never talk to the police, because the only reason they're asking you questions is so that they can figure out a charge or how to arrest you. They're not our friends. That's why in Canada we have the right to remain silent, as thus not to self-incriminate. So never talk to the cops. The only way that the police have a right to see your ID is if they believe a crime is about to take place, has taken place, or is in the process of taking place. But a criminal code violation has to be before they have the right to force you to show them your ID. However, if you're a driver of a car, you do have to show your ID and registration. But if you're a passenger in that car, unless they see you breaking a law, they have no right to ask you your name, and you can deny to give them your ID, as there's no criminal charge against you, so therefore you have no onus to talk to them or to surrender your ID. So everybody, may 2021 be the beginning of the best of our years to come. And thank you for watching. Looking forward to our next visit together. Bye for now. Heidi Ho, Canadian freedom fighter, signing out.